Hi Kudos, this is Dibush Mehta and I warmly welcome you back to my channel. I'm a second year student pursuing history honors from Miranda House and a resident of Miranda House Hostel. And if you want to know about the hostel life at Miranda House Hostel, this is the only video that you need. Today is the day when you will be allocated your course and college. So immediately after your allocation, you must accept your seat and then your documents will undergo verification across 2-3 stages and thereafter you will get the option for payment, preferably by midnight or like a little beyond that. And once you've made the payment, you must download and save the receipt of the college fees payment, and thereafter you can immediately go to the hostel application window wherein you will have to upload your college admission, that is the fee receipt, your class 12th mark sheet, and most importantly your residential proof, which can be a domicile certificate, a residence certificate, proof of residence provided by the local employer of your parents, or like an affidavit. Simply fill out the application. Seat allocation for the unreserved seats, the course which you are pursuing is very much taken into consideration. So there are 35 unreserved seats and it is in infinite ratio as to the total number of seats for that particular course in the college for that particular year. Reserved seats, so they are divided category wise and not course wise. So as much as it has come to my knowledge, I believe that it is done in a way of arranging all the scores of the applicants from a particular category. Any subsequent list that is released is as per the withdrawals from the first list for the subsequent college admission list. But of course, priority is given to the students who are waitlisted. And trust me when I say this, you're going to be very lucky if you do get a seat in the hostel. Every year, hundreds of students who get waitlisted. List of the new residents be out on the college website by preferably 2-3 days prior to the day you are to move into hostel, and you want to move into hostel on 28th, that is the first day of college, not before that. You can move in after that, but I would say that 28th to 28th ko hi move in kar lo, ya to fir at least 29th or 30th tak hi move in kar lo. See that you have been allocated the list and you go to the SBI portal of the college and then you pay the hostel fees. Move in on 28th. It's as simple as that. My college was to begin from 1st August and we had already reached Delhi on 29th July because we were like कि अगर hostel नहीं मिलता है तो PG ढूंढना पड़ेगा. Yeah, right. And I would also recommend this to you all that you should not just stay in the like hope कि hostel मिल ही जाएगा because things are unpredictable at this point. So as and when you move to Delhi, please keep making a search for PGs, like PGs which are affordable, have good food and which are located not in a very isolated place, and yeah, electricity वगैरह सब कुछ देख लेना, रूम में कितने लोगों का accommodation वो सब कुछ ही देख के like अच्छा सा एक PG ले लेना. And एक अच्छा सा PG would like cost like 20,000 per month, wherein comes the biggest advantage of Miranda House Hostel and why you should definitely apply for it. Odd semester was something like around 29,000 and even semester will be something like 32 to 33,000 ke beech mein. So it is pretty affordable because if you are seeing that every semester is of hardly 7,000 to 8,000 per month, the best option, the best offer that you would get if you're living in a city like Delhi. Of course, there might be a little, like very minimal increment in the fees as to last year. From all the aspect, Miranda House Hostel above any other PG, literally any day. And if you are somebody who is thinking that my friend has been allocated another college, I have been allocated in Miranda and I can get the hostel, but I'm not going to apply for the hostel because we want to live together. Please do not do that. I have seen my own batchmates suffering because of this particular decision. At the end, learn that from now on, you need to lead your life by yourself. You cannot rely on anybody else or anybody else's life decisions to influence the way how you are living your life. So please apply for Miranda House Hostel. Please do not hesitate to apply for it. Trust me, it is going to be a really great experience. It's going to be a very beautiful experience. Moving in, preferably 28th of July, you will have the physical verification of the documents that you need to furnish at Warden Ma'am's office, and then verification will be done for the same. And please get a printout of this, fill them out, and then only come to the office. You can have preference for room and roommate, but those who are arriving late do not have the freedom because those who are like arriving sooner, they will be allocated the 2-seater rooms. And 2-seater maybe you have met somebody previously and they have also gotten hostel or something like that. And you feel like yeah, it is compatible, I will highly recommend same course वालों के साथ please room मत लेना. Also, somebody who you feel who is not going to talk to you at all and is going to be neck buried in books, and studying is fine, but there is also a healthy way of studying. And I have literally seen so many of the hostel residents in my batch last year जिन्होंने अपने roommate के साथ भी बात नहीं किया, एक hardly 5 या 10 शब्द पूरे साल में. So make sure that you are dodging all these bullets because you do need to have a good roommate. I'll come to that later. When you moving in, you will only the female parent or like female guardian will be allowed to accompany you to your room, but that will just be once or twice and not more than that. But don't worry, aunties and uncles will be there to help you carry your belongings and also take the help of your mother to settle in, and that is all right. And I would ask you to do that because you will be living away from home for the first time. So it is important that you have things that keep you attached to your family. I mean, yeah, it's a personal thing, but please do that. Infrastructure. Trust me when I say this, Miranda House Hostel is the most beautiful hostel out there, or the most beautiful accommodation that you can find anywhere. Once in your lifetime, everybody should experience Miranda House Hostel at least once, especially at night. But that doesn't mean you are going to sneak in non-resident. The green environment, the green lawns, the plants and trees all around, the open sky, so much air to breathe in, and especially the vintage vibes that you get. Like the initial few days are gonna be a little scary. You might feel scared to go to the washroom late at night or just to walk in the corridor. After a few days of settling in, you will love it. Of course, we don't have AC, but let me tell you, you can go and study in the DRC, which is air conditioned and it is open till 7:30 p.m. as well as for non-residents. But residents can use it till like 1 a.m. But we have the study room, which is also fully air conditioned, and you can study there all day and night, which I think is one of the biggest pros of being in the hostel. And also the new common room, jahan pe since we do not have ACs in our room, but you have the option of putting in coolers in your room, but you will have to pay an amount for that. And secret that we go to the new common room, which is air conditioned, and oh, how we love it. And we sprayed our bed sheets and we sleep there, and literally nobody cares, nobody bothers about us, because ultimately our hostel, we choose to decide how we live in it. And I cannot really tell you the amount of freedom that you will get, your soul will get, is something you will not find in PGs. Okay, access to mobility, you get to roam around the college campus till 10 p.m. and thereafter the connecting gate gets locked, and roam around the hostel at any point of the night, any point of the day. There will be days when you will find yourself sitting in the lawn just like that at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or sit on the stairs, on the bench, in the visiting area, go and lie down in the lawns, in the corridor, in the common room. Literally nobody cares. Also, the old common room is having 2 coolers, so you can go and study there also. The rooms are spacious enough, 2 separate beds, tube lights, fans, individual desks, 1 wardrobe, but 2 separate sides, 2 blocks, old block and new block. The new block rooms are more spacious, and some have separate wardrobes and dressing tables as well. First year mein, I think definitely you should take a room which is in the old block, because people say, and I also believe now, that old block gives you the real experience of Miranda House Hostel. Second year onwards, you can shift to new block like I have done this year. And in each block, A, B, C, D, each floor, like there are 3 floors, and in each block of each floor there are like washrooms, and there are like 3 washrooms and 3 bathrooms as a karke. And yeah, there is no restriction, you can use any block or any washroom. Literally nobody cares until and unless there is some serious issue and everybody is going into one block's washroom in good conditions, as long as they are well kept by the residents. New hostel residents, please take care of the washrooms and the bathrooms. Yeah, occasional clogging is there. Usually it is resolved within like 12 to 24 hours. A small tip from my side: if you are on the like topmost floor of the hostel, which preferably you will be allocated, you can use the D block washroom and the bathrooms. They are excellent in comparison to B block, jahan pe main thi. 3-story building, both the old block and the new block, and there is no facility of elevator. So of course you have to use the staircases, but yeah, it is going to help you exercise. Daily cleaning is done of the corridors, of the staircases, and if at any point you need any help, the aunties are always there to help you. We also have a pantry jahan pe you can cook anything and everything at any point of the day. There is an induction like cooker sort of, microwave oven, and there is a huge ass fridge jahan se kabhi kabhi chori ho jati hai. But please do not join that cult, do not do that, because that is somebody else's food. Do not do that. You will have to do your dishes on your own, please. Nobody is going to do that for you. I know some PGs allow, but a hostel you have to like do these things by yourself. Most important thing, the food. Meals are served 4 times a day, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. For breakfast, the lunch timings are 12:45 to 45. Snacks are given out from 4:30 to 5:15. Dinner timing is from 7:30 to 8:30. You can pack your breakfast and your snacks within that allotted time. Lunch and dinner you will have to wait. Lunch you can pack from 1:45 onwards, and dinner you can pack 8:30 onwards. Taste and quality. Usually the hostel food is good, and when I say good, I mean that it is better than most of the PGs will be giving you. Occasionally it is not good. Have you not ever had any such day at home jahan pe you do not like the food that is made? So yeah, that is the same thing. Things do happen sometimes, and it is okay, I guess. The tougher conditions that you live in right now are going to develop your adjusting capacities to the extent that you will be invincible, my friend. Sometimes it cannot be as good as you were expecting. Once a week, one particular day is allotted for each year. Say you are giving your clothes on Monday, so you can receive your clothes on Friday. The washing, the pressing and everything, the folding, everything is done by auntie and uncle, and you don't have to do anything manually, you don't have to pay anything. Please do your own undergarments on your own. Coming to your first roommate, most of the times what happens is that you don't even know the person you are getting a room with. Very first day, what should your ideal conversation with your roommate be? Discuss several things, like whether she is fine with the lights on or off, night owl or a morning person, preferences about keeping the doors and windows open and everything, room cleaning routine, ऐसे बहुत कुछ are into debates and stuff. So make sure that that person is not getting disturbed, or whether that person is fine with you talking to your parents while sitting in the room. All of these things. Very important that you both be empathetic towards each other, understand and respect the other person's point of view, polite in the way how you say something. You must be considerate in the way how you say it. Doesn't matter whichever region or culture you are coming from. That is a standard way of behaving, a standard way of mannerism. Make sure that at no point you should forget that roommate is going to be an important part of your daily life. There to listen to you has to be your roommate. If they do not want to listen to you, fine, you cannot really force the restriction. Miranda House Hostel has no curfew. You can go out, you can come in at any point of the day, at any point of the night. Just that if you are leaving after, like, leaving the gate after 7:30 p.m, you will have to note down in the night leave register, and then while coming back you will have to note down when you have come back. No checking by warden ma'am, as you must be seeing in the movies. And outsiders who are like non-residents are strictly not allowed inside. Visiting hours are allotted as per weekdays and weekends. Your family, your friends, anybody can visit you, but only sitting in the visiting area. All of this are done to ensure the security of the residents. Guest room facility is there. Charge 1500 per day with additional charges for food. Please do not engage in smoking, drinking, drugs, or anything of the like. Not just inside the hostel campus that you should stay away from, but in life as a larger picture. Like, भाई इतनी क्या तकलीफ आ गई तुमको कि तुम्हें ये सब करना पड़ेगा? Don't. You're here for a reason. Have fun. Go out. Explore daily. Do whatever you want. Join as many societies as you want. Talk to as many people as you want. But do not do this. Parents are not called if you are going out after 7:30. The leave register. So if you're going to stay away from 1 or 2 or 3 days, and you have to simply fill in the leave register with the address and the contact number of the person you are visiting. But of course, your parents are not called for even that also. Of freedom that Miranda House Hostel gives you empowers you in ways you cannot even imagine. The pros of the hostel: first of all, the fee is very less in comparison to the PGs. You get non-veg twice a week, chicken curry, egg curry, and you get non-veg biryani once a month. It's not something that you cannot adjust to. Like, you will be fine. College is just next door, so you can leave a minute before the class begins and you can still reach the college on time. You can pick up anything you forget in between classes. If there is an off period, you can simply come back to the room, lie down, rest, do whatever you want. Pantry is there, so yeah, you can cook anything and you can just polish on your culinary skills. A cold purified water runs all day. We have hardly faced load shedding in our first year. Air conditioned study room, as I told, open all day and night. And for cat lovers, of course, Miranda House is where you should be. Sometimes the cats do get scary. Like, I am a person who is very scared of cats. Go dinner and take a stroll in the college itself, and wow, the campus looks absolutely magical at night. And nobody cares तुम कहाँ पे जाके क्या ही कर रहे हो. Nobody cares. Okay, I mean inside the college campus. To make and receive orders from gate number 7 at any point of the day or night. कुछ भी कर लो यार, किसी को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. There will be some judgmental people, but yeah, you will have to learn some survival hacks. So you go and study anywhere, you go and cry anywhere. So mostly people will not be bothering. Survival tips: communicate. Talk to as many people as you can. And when I say this, I mean that talk to as many seniors as you can. Your seniors will love it when you approach them, when you talk to them, when you share your ideas with them. It is a very warm experience in comparison to the conversations you will have with your batchmates mostly. Not that I'm saying that people of your batch are not going to be friendly. Much better to rely on seniors. Speak up against anything that you feel is wrong. If you feel that something is wrong and it is not right, do not just stay quiet and do not just adjust to it. There is like compromise करने का कोई भी scene नहीं है. You just speak up against it. To the person, to the authorities, to kahi pe bhi. Okay, even if it is something with your roommate that you are not getting along. Cultivate the art of empathy. Interact with the right people. If at all at any point that you feel that this person is not liking my company, so get away from that spot immediately and stop talking to them. I mean, cut them off. Make sure that you always have a constant source of comfort and affection and communication outside the hostel. Most preferably will be your family. Even home doesn't feel like home, and sometimes even hostel won't feel like the comfortable hostel. So it is very important that you have an external source of communication, affection, comfort with whom you can talk to. Do not just keep your social life confined to within the hostel. Do I recommend Miranda House Hostel after all this time? Yes, absolutely. Not everything works out very, very smoothly. Not everything is going to be rainbows and unicorns. I know when you will be coming to Delhi, you will be having this notion that everything is going to work out for me. It's my dream city, my dream college, my dream course. Also, I'm getting the hostel. Everything is going to work out as planned. I'm going to make a schedule. I'm going to study consistently every day. I'm going to make great friends, genuine female friendship and everything. But not everything works out. And it is fine, because subsequently they will. Hostel has taught me the art of surviving it all by myself. And I don't think I would have been able to accomplish that if I would have been living in a PG or if I would have been staying back in my hometown. Because the way how I have single-handedly managed a lot of things this year is truly incredible. Sometimes even I cannot believe that, oh my God, Dibosh Mehta, how did you do it? It is only going to prepare you for your future, and it is an experience worth every single penny that you are investing. If you have any doubts, please reach out to me at any point of the day. This is my Instagram, this is my email ID, and all the best for allocation. Hope that you get the right college and the right course, because not everything that is right is going to make you happy, and not everything that makes you happy means that it is right. So yeah, all the best. With love, Dibosh Mehta.